Hello. How are you guys doing? Welcome to Melanated Monday. We are back fresh, and we're not going to do too much today. I feel like we're going to do pretty relaxing because we have a lot going on this week. So before we dive into our fun activity that we have today, let me talk to our ladies today. How are you guys doing?
We are great. How are you?
You
Hi,
know.
ladies. How's everybody doing?
I'm doing good. I have a good week so far. Well, it's just Monday, but it's been a good Monday, so no complaints.
It's been great.
Yeah. Right? When it comes to homeschooling, you kind of never know what day it is. That's one thing I really do love about it. It might be Monday, but to us, it might be like a Tuesday or a Wednesday, depending how we're feeling there.
Homeschool throughout the whole year?
I do, yes. So we start June until May, and so they get a little break. But my homeschool's pretty relaxed, so they don't really have much to do, so I don't feel bad for doing it throughout the year.
Okay.
But, so, you guys, today we have a game going on. I thought, we'd do something relaxed because it matches the week that we're having, because our week is very intense, and we're going to get into that. But before we get into that, you guys, I want y'all to relax. I want to make sure you check the comments. Because you guys can play too at home, because I can see what you guys are typing if you're watching at the same time. So we are going to be playing. I didn't even put a name to this game. So the Melanated Monday feud. No, Melanated Monday Jeopardy. We'll sort of put the name.
Can we use that? Can we use it?
Melanated Monday feud. So what does this game entail?
So it's literally just little fun questions, pretty much about growing up melanated. If you grew up in a household, you pretty much should know all of what's going on. We should have pretty much the same answers. If you grew up in a melanated household.
Okay.
That's the gist of it. So, are you guys ready? Are your comments open?
We're ready. I'm ready.
So wait. So that's the game? We just answering the questions?
Oh, Jay. So, with the questions, now I already went and answered mine on my side, so we're trying to see how close you can get to me, pretty much. Since I had the host today, I made myself the star of the show. So we're gonna see how close we can get to my answers for the first 4 categories, and the person who gets the most points does not have to host the next Melanated Monday. You get like a freebie, a free card not to have to host. There you go.
Okay.
All right.
Ready.
Everyone ready? Comments? No, that's happening.
We ready though.
Ready.
All right. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Everyone can hear me? Perfect. All right. The first one. These are things that your mom would say to you growing up. And you're going to have to finish this sentence. If your friends jump
off
something
a cliff.
your mom would say to you at one point in time, say you were in trouble, and they say, if your friends jump.
Will you jump too?
Yeah, put in the comments.
Okay. Put in the comments. Okay.
Better not jump with them. Okay. That's coming from our North Texas high school there. That's Chastity right there, y'all. If you have a high school student looking to better themselves in high school in every possible way, you have to check out North Texas High School. All right. Anybody else want to go for it? If your friends jump. Come on, Shaniqua. I know your mom should say this a lot of time. I couldn't have been the only one getting in trouble.
Oh no, I told you.
I didn't hear hers. Were you on mute when you said it?
Yeah, if your friends jump off a cliff, you're gonna jump too.
If your friends jump off the cliff.
Ladies, y'all type in the comments so that our audience can see.
Oh, sorry.
All good.
I thought I was in the chat.
You're in the
I'm at your
private
private
chat.
chat.
Yeah.
I am. Okay, let's see how I can fix that.
You should see where next to private chat at the top right. It should say comments, and so you should see where I put you better not jump with them.
I do. Yes. Show
Which I
on
need.
stage. Okay.
I like
It
saying these old
won't
sayings to my
let
kids. Like I've been
me.
waiting.
It wouldn't allow me to do it.
It's saying join the chat.
Yes, mine says that too.
Oh, that means you gotta make sure that you're logged into YouTube.
Oh,
It's okay. Well, we just
all
gonna
right.
use the private chat, and they can see
Okay,
my answers.
I can read those off. Next one. What was one item your mom did not throw away? One item that always kept.
Hmm.
They never threw it away. You always go and find this one in your mom's house.
I can come up with 4 things.
Store sacks.
Store sacks.
Now the way you said that, Chastity, store sacks. Is that a Texas way to say that?
That was me. That was Shantae.
Yeah, cooking oil. Cause she ain't never
Cooking oil. That means your mom cooked. See, my mom wasn't. She can cook. She could cook. She didn't. She wasn't cooking much. Cooking oil.
So me and Shantae both said store sacks.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was me. That was mine too. Store sacks.
What do y'all say? And what do y'all say? I mean, I heard of stove sacks, but what y'all say?
Walmart bags.
Walmart.
Well, that is the proper way of saying it, but we had all kinds
store
of
sacks.
store sacks.
Store sacks. I guess it's a Texas thing.
Uh-huh.
Texas thing. All right. Okay, this one. Now this is a good one. What did your mom say when you asked for food? Mom, can we get some Taco Bell?
You better go in that kitchen.
Go in there to get it.
Y'all supposed to be putting it in the thing. Y'all, it's cheating.
You better go in that kitchen.
That's what she said.
I was putting. You better Taco Bell in the kitchen.
You better. Y'all, man, your guys' mom's a little bit meaner. Y'all's mom made you go and cook your own food. Yeah, see, you knew I didn't grow up in the South. I grew up way up there. So she would tell me, you got food money.
Yeah, and that's another one. You got Taco Bell money. Yeah, you got Taco Bell money. But it was
No,
McDonald's.
Mom, you do.
We didn't
You
do Taco
definitely
Bell. It was
do. I know you
always
do.
McDonald's. You got McDonald's money. That's what the kids.
That's the big one here in this house is McDonald's. I'd be telling them, but now I tell them McDonald's isn't good for you. So instead of you have McDonald's money, it's not even good for you. So why are you eating it?
Right.
That's what I love about homeschooling. We learn so much.
Right?
do.
I did not know that man, especially after watching the documentary, that was the thing that really got me. I was like, y'all got to sit down and watch it. But I'm waiting for their minds to be able to process how nasty it is. We getting there.
Have you guys watched that What in the Health?
Yes, I saw that McDonald's and Big Vegan one. Oh yes.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one. Is
You
it on
need to
Netflix?
watch it. You need to watch it. What in the Health?
Really?
I'm not doing
That should make you stop eating meat for a little while.
Yeah, that it really threw me for a loop.
I don't know if I could do that. I'm stuck, especially
Was
my
that all
steak.
4 questions? Was that all 4 questions? What was your answers?
Oh, you got food. You got Taco Bell money was my answer. This one though. Now this one is a staple in my house, and everyone says it should only apply to children, but I really feel like it should apply to everybody. When your mom calls your name, how do you not answer?
What?
That's the one.
What?
That's the one.
Man, there's a lot of things I do that my parents did not do, but that one, even my niece, and she's 26, and I know she grew up in the same household as me. When she says, "What did your grandmother teach you?" You do not answer anybody. What? Oh, it irks my nerves. That's how I know people weren't taught right. All right. So this is kind of like the same thing, but a little bit different. So if you're growing up black, right? What is the first thing you do when you hear your full government name called?
Run home.
Get right there.
I'm in trouble.
Ma'am.
What I
In
do?
trouble. What I do?
Attention.
Pretty much stop everything you're doing, drop, and you just go straight. Don't even take time. Don't pass go. Don't think about it. Because if you don't get there before your name's done being called, it's gonna get worse. Yeah, I remember those days.
Yes.
Oh. Now, did you guys all grew up with siblings, right? Everyone had
Well,
sisters,
Younger,
brothers,
much younger.
much younger. Well, yours were much younger, or you were much younger than your siblings.
I'm the oldest.
Okay,
of the
okay.
blended. So I'm older than everybody.
What about you, Shantae? You have siblings?
I have a sibling, but I didn't grow up with my sibling. We grew up in two different households.
Okay. So did you grow up as the only child?
Semi.
Or with
Yes.
cousins around or anything?
No.
Almost only. That's what they
Okay.
almost only.
Almost okay.
Yes.
Chastity?
Yeah, I had younger brothers or whatever. I got younger sisters too, but I live with my younger brothers. I'm the oldest.
I'm the baby, so technically I never got in trouble. But this one was, if your sibling was getting in trouble, what were you doing?
Laughing. Because that's what they was doing to me.
Defending. I'm defending. But you said laughing.
They were laughing. Because I was so much older. Like even we had blended families. So I have two sisters and one brother. And then I also have everybody's brother, the youngest. So he'd be in there laughing. Because I mean, we were like 14 years. It was 14 years in between me and the youngest.
Oh, hey, that's like me and my sister. But she was mean. That girl was mean. But again, I was a baby, so I was never getting in trouble. But when they were getting in trouble, I was minding my business, doing what I needed to do, just making sure the eyes weren't. Yeah,
Really?
I minded all my business.
Oh, they used to peep around the corner, laugh, and then like when with three of my siblings, they came over to every other weekend thing, court order, And so what was interesting was we would all get our booty beat. and then I would be peeping around the corner laughing. Because I mean, we was all getting, except for him. So all four.
With my nephew, I did laugh at him because me and him are the same age. He was born in March. I was born in August. So with him, oh yeah, definitely I'm laughing and peeking around the corner. But the siblings, since we have such a huge gap, I was literally probably playing with Barbie dolls or not even understanding they were getting in trouble. Good times though. Very good times. This one. Now, if you didn't have this one, I don't think you were in the right house. Where was every black household's unofficial junk drawer?
Kitchen.
Yeah.
The kitchen drawer. I think that's my drawer.
Yeah.
I got two.
I tried cleaning mine out.
Yeah. We all have one in the kitchen, right? When you get ready to exit or something quick by the refrigerator. Yeah.
Literally, my mom just came to my house over the weekend and she cleaned it out. She said, I can't even close it. I said, okay.
I wonder if there's like some old like wives' tales about the kitchen junk drawer. Like, why do we have it? And does everybody have it? Because I don't think my best friend has it. And she's not one of us.
Is it it might be a cultural thing.
Yeah, it may be cultural.
We're gonna find out. Viewers, can you please put in the comment? Do you think it's cultural that the four of us all have junk drawers? Please put it in the comments. Or if you're not black and you are of another nationality, do you or others that you know have junk drawers?
Junk drawers. I really want to know. My friend literally doesn't have, and then if there's no like actual wives' tales about it, I'm gonna start one and put it on TikTok so that like years later, like, oh yeah, she came up with it. I'm gonna do what the colonizers did and take it from somebody.
Oh, jeez. Okay, lay the next one on us.
Okay, what soap opera was a staple in your household?
Child, you went there.
Let me think.
Young and the Restless.
The Young and the
Young and the Restless. General Hospital.
All my children.
Oh, then the beautiful.
All my children. Jess and Angie.
Bold and the Beautiful.
No.
Yes. But I know for sure Young and the Restless was probably everybody's in here.
Everybody.
It was.
That was definitely a connection. If you didn't watch Young and Restless, you're not even cool. You can't sit with us at all. But mine, I would literally get off of school and I had to watch this. It was Passion. You guys remember Passions with Timmy?
Yeah. Yeah.
The little Hispanic chick. Passions was, I love, and the witch. What, I don't forget what that witch's name was. That was it. That was it.
And you know, a little later, we had Generations. You know, that was the first Black soap opera. Generation. It was half an hour. It was all Black. Wow. It's before Beyond the Gates. It was before then, but it was
Beyond the Gates, girl. You done went back. Oh my goodness.
Beyond the Gates. That's the new one. That's the new one, girl. That's the new one.
But who wrote that? Tyler Perry.
It's you know, that's the one that NAACP they sponsor. They're I guess they run those.
Beyond the Gates, girl. I haven't watched soap opera since I was a kid.
Oh no, I went back with that one.
I was like, oh my God, my mom would. It was a staple in our house. Like, be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Sit down, my soap opera in the summertime. Ooh. Sit down, my soap tend to come on. Hush.
They took somebody from they took a couple of people from The Bold and the Beautiful for Beyond the Gate.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, look at that.
Really?
Okay. What's y'all current TV show? What y'all like to watch?
Oof. Yeah.
I like anime, so anything anime. I'm still, I guess, young at heart, even though I'm fanatic.
I just went to the movies to see Megan 2.0.
Did you like it?
Oh my God, it was so good.
She does a little dance.
Okay, so I'm gonna go
with a little dance, you know. A little dance.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go Wednesdays, discount Wednesdays. You know,
it is so good, girl. You're gonna enjoy it. They did the thing with Megan, honey.
They did her dance.
Yes, honey. Megan was doing the dance.
And she don't ever change her face. Like she
yeah.
You saw it too, Shaniqua?
I saw the first one.
The first one, okay. I can't wait to see the second one. I'm gonna go Wednesday.
We went to the movies. It was really nice. I enjoyed that movie. It was a little comical. Like the first one was kind of, not comical, but they put some comedy in this one. You're gonna enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch the first one before I go see that one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, at home, you said movies. I like The Shy.
Okay.
I watch The Shy, and I watch BMF.
BMF, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get into BMF.
was like, "Oh, you scandalous! Oh, you scandalous!"
Oh
no! Hey.
Lord have mercy.
I learned something about y'all.
BMF is a whole education along with The Shy.
I've never watched either, so.
Oh, you gotta. I'd say I don't normally watch it, but the one that everybody told me to sit down and watch was the episodes about the school district.
Well, I'm diverse when it comes to TV because no matter how good or bad a thing is, if you want to learn something, you can. And it does dive deep into a lot of what we're facing today, of how the parents struggled and how they tried to educate their kids the best they could with the public school system, and how they made the $2.25 or 85 cents or whatever, and how they ended up in the game of life that they ended up in. It teaches you a lot. Teaches you when you come from humble beginnings, and you are faith based. The mom is faith based. The dad is semi, and the kids just like bump that. We ain't trying to hear that. We done grew up struggling, and this is the way we chose to go. So
Speaking of faith-based in the school district, did y'all hear that now 10 commandments will be in every single classroom in the state of Texas?
yes,
What y'all think about that?
They gonna get struck down.
Abide by the 10 Commandments. How about that?
I actually I
That's
agree with
where I'm
that.
at. You don't have to display it. Abide by. I
Abide
shouldn't have
by
to
it.
do
Yeah.
To our politicians.
Well, how I feel about it is what are you? They always, from the root of it, if you know the word of God, they use it as a form of control, and they feel like maybe putting it back up would impact the kids. But according to what I've read and studied, charity starts at home. So you can tattoo it on the wall, paint it on the wall, spread it on the wall. And if it's not enforced already, it's like, get out of my face with all that. I don't want to hear all that.
Yeah.
The kids already have to have that rooted inside of them.
Yeah. My son, he told me, when I told him about it, he was like, that's a bad thing. And I was like, well, we believers, why is it a bad thing? I could see how people would think it's a bad thing. And he was like, because of what you just said, it was used as a way to control us. And a lot of Black people believe that because they use it to control us, it was never ours to begin with. It was always theirs. So he said, that's just another way to turn people away from the faith, not bring them to the faith. So I was like, wow, I didn't even think of
Was
it
that
like
your
that.
oldest son? Your oldest said that?
Yeah, my
You know
oldest
what?
said
And
that.
when I sit down and have conversations with my kids, and a lot of we do, my husband and I, we do, because that's what we do. So we want to hear what ours thinks, and he could be very well. They do think that way, because my kids have a lot to say about that. They say our generation is like this. Our generation ain't trying to hear all that. Them kids gon' that they just say them kids gonna mop them floor with them people with that, because
Yeah.
that's what my kids said when we had a conversation about it. How did they feel about it? They said it ain't gonna make a difference because it's not part of their everyday life. Like they said, this is a part of our everyday life. This is how you talk to us already. You talk to us about God. You talk to us about how we should conduct ourselves and how we shouldn't conduct ourselves. And you put it in every part of our lives. So if they're gonna throw it up at school and they're not getting it home, what's it supposed to mean?
Yeah.
I was
Don't
like,
let your good be evil spoken of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
you're right about that. That is so true. Yes.
My fear is that it will, What'd you say, Rajay?
I was gonna say it's pretty much like washing a pig with dirt.
Good
My
point.
my fear is that people will, because we have people, I'm gonna say it, we live in a society where a lot of people are sensitive to different things, and so that is very sensitive to some folks. And if they decide to speak up, we live in a generation like this generation speaks up about their beliefs. They speak up, and not only do they have to see the 10 commandments and that's something that they don't believe in, if they speak up about it, our teachers, there's anything can happen in that school. Our police, starting in July, at the end of July, they are going to be able to be more aggressive. He is pushing for our teachers to be able to be more aggressive. I even heard that he wanted our teachers to carry guns. all of this is happening because it's police officers in the middle schools and in the high schools. So, and that's the kids who are going to speak up. So if a teacher doesn't like what that student is saying, Texas also said, you can't have your phone either. Your phone is banned. So we live in a day and age where people usually record things because that's their only proof again, or evidence, that supports that they were innocent. So no telling what's going to go on in these schools with people feeling like they are being controlled, because that's what the 10 Commandments is going to say. It's going to say control. I love the 10 Commandments, but I can understand somebody who is not taught this in their home, and them sitting there and they're having to abide by something that they didn't grow up believing. And I think it's wrong. I think, like you said, it starts at home. I don't think that God would want this because he gives us choice. He gives us freedom of choice. He doesn't say you have to go to the temple. He said, come as you are, meaning come willingly as well. He's not forcing himself on others. So I don't think it's right for the government to force, religion on the state. So
I agree with that 100%, because it starts at home, and number two, it was used as a form of control in a time where our ancestors were forced to abide by it. Because I remember reading Slaves Obey Your Masters, which we all know that they use
the slave Bible
to use that to promote being obedient. And like you just said, it's contrary to the God that we serve because he gives us free will. You have a choice to obey it or not, but the consequences in the end remain. Yeah. And I believe that too. You have to apply it, because if you have all the commandments and a personal convictions doesn't line up with it, or they have a child has not been taught those values and that integrity, what good is it going to be? It's like putting ABCs on a wall and never teaching your child to read.
Yeah, I agree.
I wonder what they're going to do when they get to the history part and it says thou shalt not steal. Are y'all going to take that part out of like the history books because you kind of stole a whole nation, a whole world, a whole country?
Thou shalt not kill. That's what Shanique was saying.
I'm excited that we have Fair Winds Association and Fair Winds Prep, because with them putting that 10 Commandments in there, they're not going to teach it correctly. They're not going to give out the information, and they're going to use it more, like you said, as a fear, as a tool, as a tactic to pretty much make sure people fall in line. So I do want to talk about what we have going on this week with Fair Winds, because it's going to help. If it is in school, let's make sure we're teaching them the right way. So I'm going to talk with Ms. Shantae first. I know we have something going on this week. Can you give us more information on our Vacation Bible School?
Vacation Bible Camp 2025. Guys, this was well thought of, and we came up with this because we didn't know this was coming, but we see why it was so important for us to infuse this as a startup with what we're proposing to do with our association and with our sister schools and projects in the DFW homeschool community. We wanted to infuse our faith along with building spiritual foundations, biblical values, exchanging stories and people's truths, infusing fun with it. And so a way of engaging and seeing where our weaknesses and our strengths come together to infuse something stronger, a community that we can engage with, that we can pray with, that we can laugh with, that we can share our fun with in our stories, to those that are faith-based and to those that are open to learning, encouraging fellowship in the community, which we've gotten so far away from with all that's happened. It started during COVID, and it's just gotten more divided, and it's gotten more people really don't want to fellowship anymore. They don't want to come out. they would rather do everything from afar. That's kind of what I believe COVID did. It just kind of put us in a weird space in our heads. And so we're trying to reconnect that fiber that's missing of fellowship, prayer, and a one-on-one contact with sharing love and hugs and just engaging with the children and the community and their parents. So the vacation Bible camp is the start of something beautiful because we want to infuse that along with all the other social activities that we're going to be hosting throughout the year. That was one that we thought would be near and dear to the parents that think and believe like us before school starts. There's so much getting ready to jump off starting in August and September, which is our fiscal year. So the Bible camp was just a little spark that we wanted to bring everyone together and kind of show our hearts and engage with each other on a faith-based level. So promoting our learning through creativity, fun, and all the other things that's going to be offered during the Bible camp. You don't want to miss it. You don't have to be with us, but we would love to have you.
Yes, yes, very much. And our first day is on Wednesday, this week, Wednesday. And then we have Thursday and Friday. So it's 3 days of Bible camp that we're going to show up for you guys and show out really how we really get down when it comes on what we mean when it comes to faith-based in our prep school. But not only do we have our vacation Bible camp going on, we decided to say, you're already coming out, so you might as well get some information too, because like she said, they're bringing the 10 commandments into the school. They're changing so much with that BBL bill. There's just so much going on when it comes to education in school, and a lot we don't know about. So our first day we're having, Ms. Shaniqua, if you could tell us about what we're having on Wednesday from 10 to 12.
From Wednesday 10 to 12, we're going to have the parent boot camp. And so the main reason why we wanted to have this was to instill some more confidence in parents and to provide a safe place for them to ask questions about homeschooling. I know from a personal standpoint, it took me approximately a year and a half to transition to homeschooling. It's something that I didn't jump into, although I homeschooled for several years and stopped, realized my mistake, and my son wanted to go back to homeschooling, and we actually put together a structured plan. And so the homeschool parent boot camp is all about instilling that confidence and asking some questions in a safe environment. Although we're not going to go into real hardcore detail about the legal requirements, we can gently brush up on some things such as how to withdraw your kids. What are the different types of homeschooling? Like a lot of people have the misconception that homeschooling is just, I'm decided as a parent that I'm going to teach my child within a home, and that's that on that. And homeschooling is so much more. And you have micro schools, you have institutions such as Fair Ones that support parents that are looking for more of a hybrid solution, an in-person solution, as well as taking some of the weight off parents. I mean, we're still in charge of the record keeping, but wouldn't it be nice to have a community and talk about things in this, like we're going to do in this homeschool camp, that we can actually provide this community a safe place to talk about it, talk about what are your trepidations, what are things that you're afraid of and fearful of, and dispel those fears. And we're not going to leave out the veteran homeschooler. So someone like me that's been homeschooling for several years, you may want to brush up on some new terms and some new things that they're doing. We're there for that as well. And of course, last but not least, we want to talk about things such as testing, finding the right curriculum. And we're going to also talk to parents about how to structure, how to actually implement, how to work your system. We're there for that as well. But we only have 2 hours. We can't do everything. But I think it's a good introductory taste to
Yeah.
homeschool if you've never done it. If you've done it before, it's good to you. It's good for other parents to actually meet parents. I know a lot of times when I was homeschooling the first 6 years, back when my kiddos were young, I didn't meet other parents, but now, thank God, years later, you have more institutions. Now, homeschooling is not underground like it was before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we now have safe places online. We have safe places in person, and you know, at Fairwinds, we wanted to do something different because a lot of homeschool camps and a lot of parent camps have gone 100% virtual. And we have this awesome opportunity, this partnership with Emmanuel Church to actually have it in person. I know a lot of parents have expressed to me that they're burnt out from doing everything online. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's a brief touch of such things as demystifying curriculum and not wasting your time and money. I'm gonna say this last thing, I'm gonna let it go. That one of the first mistakes that I made was searching and shopping and paying for curriculum, when the first thing I should have done was pray. And the second thing I should have done is actually look at the time that I had to actually homeschool, and also look at the time that I had to actually record keep, because that's
Mm-hmm.
going to determine how much, like your budget. If you only have 2 hours to homeschool, it's unreasonable to expect yourself to do 20 hours of work. At the
Mm-hmm.
most, you can only
And
do maybe the administrative. So
I
I
wanted
think,
to expound on that too, what you
yeah,
just said, Shanika, just being transparent. I too suffered from mental burnout when I was forced to do it because I had no idea what I was doing. And I was watching it happen in real time. And even though they were offering these computers and these classes, and oh my God, so many things were going on with these kids acting out, I did not know how to address them. One of my kiddos were in class, and somebody, I don't know if I shared this story before, but I'm sharing it, so, and I hope our audience can get something out of it. One of the children's parents were at work and they were in class, and the child was being assaulted at home. And my children were mortified. I didn't know how to handle it. And this is just to expound on what you said. I didn't have the proper guidance. I didn't have anyone to talk to, a community to say, hey, how do I handle this? What do I do? How do I talk to the kids? I could mother and parent them, but that was a traumatic experience, which instilled fear in them. So I needed the space that's being created, that our hearts came together to offer. I needed this back then on my journey when I began. So I'm thankful that you guys stepped up and are the hearts and voices of sharing your journeys as well, that maybe that'll help other parents not go through what maybe each of us has gone through.
Yeah.
They should have brought they. It sounded like the parents was burnt out and took it out on the kids,
Mm.
and that's why we got Fairwinds for that burnout. Bring your kids to us. We understand that they need their education, but families need to take care of their mental health as well.
Mhm.
So and like you said, being forced with being with kids. Think about it during COVID. We saw abusers come out just from being like husband and wife being
Mhm.
together. That was hard for them. So think of it. You have kids that you never had control of, and you sent them to school with them trying to control them. Like, you trying to allow the school to discipline your child, and now they with you all the time. They have no discipline because you ain't did your job, and now you beating them. And then the kids had to experience it. So no, just bring your kids. If you are experiencing that kind of burnout, because we Black families, spare the rod is to spoil the child, and I definitely agree with that. I'm not I don't do the gentle stuff, but
yes,
if you feel like emotionally stressed, you need to, you can't do it all, and nobody's asking you to do it all. Bring them to Fairwinds, and we will take care of those babies. They will be burnt out when they get home, okay? They will be burnt out, so they won't bother you, okay?
yes. Yes, and we'll burn them out. We'll burn them out in a positive way by exhausting their little minds. So by the time they get home, all they got room to do is fill their tummies, take a bath, and go to bed.
And go to bed. That's how it should be. Which is, when you think about it, as a homeschool parent, you don't really get time away from your kid like you do as a public school parent.
That's a whole nother.
We don't choose that life.
That's a whole nother show, guys. That's a whole nother show, and I think we need to have it because that's one thing that parents don't get to verbalize, because in their mind it makes you a bad parent, or you don't have that space to say, I'm exhausted, or it doesn't mean we don't love our children or we don't want to do the best. It just means that, hey, I need to be around some adult conversation that can relate to what I'm saying and how I'm feeling. It doesn't make you a bad parent. It just makes you human.
Yeah, that's what it makes you human. Yeah.
Human. So we definitely have that going on. So that's something, again, I wish I would have had too, is our homeschool boot camp, our parent homeschool boot camp, which is going to be on Wednesday, 10 to 12 before Vacation Bible School. And then we have been seeing the tests. We have seen the scores. It's going down, and it's not working. I don't know what they're doing in Melissa. But we know out in Dallas, out in, where we are at, those test scores, they're not placing our kids where they need to be. So Chastity is going to give us a little information of what we're going to do for you guys on Thursday, which, by the way, is completely free. $3.99. We love a free.
It's funny that you say they're not placing the kids where they need to be. Did you hear about this is a whole nother conversation as well. This is another podcast that we're going to do in the future. But did you hear about the family that's suing the private school because they put the college accepted the student, but the baby didn't know how to read. He didn't know how to read coming from a private school. So the family is suing the private school for you've been moving my daughter along from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and you don't know how to read. She don't know how to read. So yeah.
Oh my God. So you're saying they were paying for their daughter to be illiterate.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Lawsuit.
Wow.
So I can't wait to talk about that one. But yeah, this Thursday at 10, we're hosting a free reading and writing placement testing event for homeschool and public school students. And we especially encourage families in our Black community to come out and take part. Here's why it matters. Placement tests helps us understand where each child is academically, so we can build a learning path that truly fits them. Too often, our students are placed by age or assumption, not by ability. And that leads to frustration, disengagement, and missed opportunities. For Black learners, this is even more critical. There's historical gaps in access to tailored education, and it's meant that many of our kids get overlooked or underestimated. But when we assess their true strengths and needs, we don't just support learning, we start breaking cycles. We empower our students to rise, succeed, and lead. So this event is about making sure every child, every family has a chance to receive instruction that honors their gifts and meets them where they are. So come out Thursday at 10, bring your child, bring a friend, and let's make educational, personal, purposeful, and powerful. Because when we know better, we grow better.
Exactly.
I like that. Yeah.
Y'all know they leave us behind a lot, and that's kind of where it stems from. We just didn't have these opportunities. So Wednesday, come out Wednesday and have a ball, learn what you need to learn about homeschool, and then go ahead and roll all the way into the Vacation Bible Camp. And then the next thing, come back and hang out with us again, and go ahead and get your testing on, because these kids need to be put where they need to go. And one thing is, we're not testing just because you're behind. We're also testing because what if you have your child in 5th grade, but they need to be doing 9th grade work? We're trying to get these babies Ivy League. So I know you guys are trying to, I'm trying to retire on my kids' dime. I don't know about you guys. So the sooner we get them smart and read up and everything, the sooner they can get over to college and be the next star, graduating at 15, fair wins, So definitely come and see us on Wednesday and Thursday. I got the fun part because you guys know, as you know, our ladies are wonderful. They grew up in the church. I grew up in the church, but I didn't grow up in the church. So they gave me the fun part. So Friday morning, which is very different. We usually do game days at night, but you guys, we have stuff to do. And our Fridays might be our Thursday. So Friday, come out 10 to 12 before Vacation Bible Camp. We're going to have an actual game day, which I'm super excited to share with you guys because it's going to be like a fair winds. I can't say the other thing. I don't want to get sued. A fair winds get together. We'll say that. Where we're going to come together, ask some questions. So you'd actually have to listen in Bible camp, okay? Because I might pull some from there. That's going to be super fun for us. And we're going to end it with the actual Vacation Bible Camp class. I hope they have something fun planned for you guys that day, because why would you want to chill out with me, have all this fun, and then there's nothing else happening afterwards but another reading, right, guys? I don't know what they have planned for Friday, but I'm sure it's going to be great, you guys. It's going to be amazing. So, man, that's a lot. We need to get people to do these commercials for us, guys. Definitely need people to do these commercials. If you're out there and you are a vendor, you have you're selling curriculum, you got to go through our process though. But contact us so we can get some commercials put in there, because y'all know I can't keep doing all this talking. I'd be parched. We ran out of time, guys. But I have a question, because this one I saved the last. So I'm gonna skip them and go to this one. I have this. This one's the best one. Are you guys ready for this one?
Ready.
Out of all of us, who would plan the best field trip for Fairwinds? And what would it be?
Chastity.
Oh gosh, what would it be though? Yeah. Okay. So what would it be like? I don't know. I'm gonna say Rajay. Okay, so I think Rajay would put together I would do the Ayana said chastity too. She's in the chat. She said chastity too.
See, she knows.
I think logistically I would put it together, but Rajay got some good ideas going. She got some good ideas going. So I think so I think we would do well together if we was to create a field trip. Yes. Logistically though, I probably got it down. But
for sure.
As far as ideas,
but fun wise, we're gonna have some fun. Now, legit, how to put it all together, I don't know. If y'all show up and hang out, we're gonna have some fun.
But if it was me, I would do Shaniqua Goes to the Museum. I would definitely try to do something along with Shaniqua Goes to the Museum.
Yeah,
that's a book that she wrote, and I think she's gonna put some curriculum to it.
Yeah,
but I think that's what we would do. A museum tour, a nice museum. Maybe go do that, and then our kids, because they're getting an elite education, we would maybe do fine dining somewhere. Elite fine dining, allow them to experience fine dining. Because I like to eat good. Okay.
Yeah,
but that's what I would do.
Shaniqua's pretty creative because she wrote that book, and I think she was pretty creative with her mind and imagination for kids. So yeah, I think all of you would. I mean, I think you all would do great with planning the best trip ever.
The best trip. Mm-hmm. Well, I know our end of the year trip next year for Leoli Academy is definitely Hawaii. So we need to get on that, guys. We need to get all that together, and everyone comes together. Our homeschool trip to Hawaii.
Our homeschool trip to Hawaii. See, she think big. I think local, but she think big. We gonna
Listen, I'm trying to get on this plane. I'm trying to get out of Texas. That is one thing
And,
I love about homeschooling is my kids
for those that
be
are
from
watching,
Texas. They want to travel.
we're getting for those that are watching. We're planning and proposing to have our homeschool reunion. So that's going to be huge. So you guys table that. Remember that Farron's is planning a homeschool reunion
Yes.
for the community, and we're going to invite people from all over for this event.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. Well, guys, it's getting late, and I don't know about you guys, but my little family over here, we still have not ate. So before we head out, we want to thank you guys so much for tuning into Melanated Mondays, where this is our 4th episode. So I'm very proud of us, guys. Thank you. We have been in it. We're there. We're coming in every Monday. We showing up for you guys. All right. And I know we talk a lot of homeschool. We just talk a lot of homeschool because we're in an era right now where education matters for our kids. But we are not just homeschool, and that's what Melanated Mondays is for. We want to get out and make sure we have those conversations about sisterhood. We have those conversations about business. We have the conversation about these babies, and they getting on my nerves. Oh my gosh. On another episode, right? So make sure you come back every Monday. We try to be here at 7, but y'all see the color of our skin, so don't play with us, okay? But usually we're trying our best. We're hardworking moms, okay? We work our 9 to 5. We come here every Monday. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. Because not only are we on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on 2 YouTube pages. That's how big we are, because we got sponsors, okay? We got sponsors.
Yana laughing.
Shante Nefertiti. What's our sponsor's name? Our network sponsor? What's
Who are you?
I can never pronounce it, guys. I know I'm bad at this, and he probably going to drop us now. That's okay, because he twins. So I got a plug for our sponsor.
Oh, Infinity.
Infinity. There you go.
Wait, I thought it said Nefertiti. Wait, what does it say?
Infinity.
I thought it said Nefertiti.
Me too.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Infinity. Yes. Infinity.
There you go. We got sponsored on the first day because me and Shantae got connections with Infinity Network, okay? So yes, we are showing up for you. So big shout out to Infinity Network behind the scenes. Thank you for showing up for us and directing this for us. We really appreciate it. But come back with us next Monday. But before that, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at Emmanuel Baptist Church, 400 North Prairie Creek Drive, 75217.
Yes. You come on out and join us. Don't forget to share, because we're doing this for you, our homeschool community. We love you.
Yes. July 16th, because I don't know when people going to watch this. Wait a minute. July 16th through the 18th.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Through Friday.
2025.
3 days only. All right, guys.
And
Until next time.
next Monday, I don't want to miss. I wanted to talk about the cost of not knowing.
Ooh.
The cost of not knowing.
Okay, I like that. The cost of not knowing next Monday. Y'all better be there and tune in because that's a good title. And until next time, we'll see y'all. Bye-bye.